Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A driver loses control of his vehicle, plunging into the icy St. Clair River. And crews are working around the clock to restore power to the thousands of Metro Detroit residents who are still left in the dark. And we're in the middle of a winter weather advisory. We've got freezing temperatures, snow showers, and slick roadways all through Metro Detroit this afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News at noon. I'm Evrod Kasimi.
And I'm meteorologist Brandon Rue. Don't throw things at your TV.
I know. Let's get right into it. I mean, I feel like looking outside that I should be making a Christmas list, like shopping for gifts, maybe getting the turkey ready for Thanksgiving.
We have no clue where our seasons are and
what's going on.
Yeah, the warmest February in history here in Detroit, and now March has been cold. We've had those crazy winds from last week, and now winter is here. We have a winter weather advisory. This is for areas along and south of M59 until 11 p.m. Now, it's not going to be snowing nonstop until 11 p.m., but it has snowed pretty decent in some areas. If you were watching this morning, we said 2 to 4 inches, and already Berkeley at least 4 inches of snow in Oakland County, 3.4 inches in Ann Arbor, 2.5 inches in Dundee down in Monroe County, and 1 inch in Lapeer. So you get the idea. It's a little bit lighter up to the north, and currently still snowing just about everywhere. We've got some of these dark blues between Milan and Ann Arbor there on US 23. Be careful, and it's drifting up to US 94. Winter weather advisory means travel at your own risk. It is not the worst kind of snow we've ever seen, but it's sticking to the roads, and it's very complicated and treacherous out there at times. You still see more snow showers that will be pulling into the area, and so we've upgraded our 2 to 4 to 2 to 6 throughout the rest of the afternoon, with just a few isolated areas getting that 6 inches, while most of you will be into that 2 to 4, probably on the higher side, 3-4 inches throughout the afternoon. Total 20s, feeling colder, and we've got these gusty winds coming off of the big lakes, creating huge waves and a colder feel. So it's snow and blowing snow for the rest of the afternoon. Be extra careful out there. We have more coming up for you, but in the meantime, if you're heading out and about, which is not recommended unless you have to, the Local Forecasters app is the perfect tool. It's a free app in your app store under WDIV. It has moving interactive radar and any updates to the winter weather advisory right in the palm of your hand. Evrod.
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Let's go to Grosse Pointe Farms, where a man is okay after driving his car into this Lake St. Clair. Police say the man was driving on Lakeshore Boulevard when he lost control of his vehicle and ended up in the lake. He was able to escape right out of the sunroof of the vehicle before that car completely submerged in the icy water. He was also helped to shore by 2 police officers who say the man was struggling to get back on land.
He was actually standing up outside of the car. He had removed himself from the vehicle, was trying to get out of the water, and was unable to do so. And that's when we arrived and were able to pull him up the side of the break wall.
Now, fortunately, the officers managed to pull him out of the lake just moments after they got there to the scene. He was taken to the hospital because of hypothermia, but thankfully he will be okay. And you got to be careful out there when you're driving, of course.
Chester, who shot that, said that he would watch the divers go down 2 or 3 times, would come up and just have ice covering their faces.
Man, oh man. And investigators in St. Clair believe that the severe weather might have played a factor in that incident.
Yeah, the ice-covered roads are not limited to St. Clair shores. It's rough driving conditions all over Metro Detroit. And we'll check in with Kim DeJulio, who's out and about on the roads right now. Kim, tell us where you are and what kind of things you're seeing.
That's right. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Evrod. We are here in Detroit. We're on 8 Mile Road right now, just past Coolidge Highway. And take a look at the conditions here. You can see that we can see pavement. However, things are kind of slippery out there. The surface streets is really what you're going to want to worry about at this hour. Take a look at the sky. I'm not sure if you can really see, but we kind of just have constant flurries coming down. Nothing that's really sticking at this time, but it's kind of going on and off and how thick it is. It's a little slippery out here. We're driving about 5 miles per miles per hour under the speed limit. So definitely want to take it slow out here. And that's the good thing, that people seem to be doing this. But again, just be careful. Freeways, looks like they've been working on them, but the surface streets are really the trouble areas. And another problem is visibility. You can see that vehicles ahead of me, the snow with their tires is getting kicked up. So just watch out for that. And no matter where you're traveling, slow down, take it easy. And again, if you don't have to drive today, maybe avoid it. Maybe another day would be good if you need to run errands or something. It's going to be kind of constant. But again, haven't seen any accidents, so not as bad as we really were expecting, or maybe as this morning was. But again, just take it easy, be careful. But again, things looking not too bad in this area. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, very well said.
Great advice, and maybe the volume's a little bit lower. Still, Michiganders know how to drive in this stuff.
We certainly hope so. Unfortunately, though, we do have a number of accidents this afternoon. Let's take a look at the rest of Metro Detroit. This is through the MyDrive MDOT app. A live look at the traffic levels all across the Metro Detroit area. And as I mentioned, a couple of active accidents that are currently being investigated and cleared. We do want you to be aware of these right now. First, on the left shoulder and the left lane of eastbound 696 right at DeQuinder. That's actually closed because of a crash. And a second crash has closed the exit ramp of eastbound I-94 right there at Telegraph. So as you saw from Kim DeGiulio on the live drive there, you definitely want to take it slow this afternoon. Hopefully the roads are going to be cleared sooner than later. Well, even though spring is about a week away, it's pretty hard to believe that, because just one step outside, it's a firm reminder that it definitely is still winter, in fact. And it's not just us here in Michigan that's feeling the effects. Clearly, winter still packs a punch. Almost 100 million Americans are now under winter weather watches or warnings all across the country. People in the Carolinas woke up Sunday morning to find their neighborhoods covered in a layer of snow. In Minnesota, a soccer match was played in what looked like whiteout conditions, while North Dakota prepares for bitter cold temperatures, which could feel like 9 below. Winter weather advisories are in place from the Dakotas into northwest Ohio, while New York and Boston are preparing for possible blizzards. Right now, the nation's capital is under a winter storm warning, where residents are trying to squeeze in one last supply run to the grocery store. One thing is for sure, winter is not done yet. It certainly isn't, and right now we want to switch gears and get to some breaking news this afternoon. Local 4 is confirming that President Donald Trump will be here in Michigan visiting this Wednesday. The exact time and location of his visit haven't been released just yet, but of course we're going to keep you updated as we get more information on the event. And turning now to the recent power outage, as many Metro Detroiters are still in the dark. The power outage was caused, as you know, by Wednesday's winds. 45,000 customers are still without power right now. DTE expects to have power restored to all customers by 11:30 tonight. The company recommends checking on family and friends that are still without power because the temperatures are so cold. We did get a chance to talk with DTE officials this morning. They told us that line workers are going to be on the job around the clock until the lights are back on for everyone. Inkster Police now in other news, and the Michigan State Police Department working together to find out who killed a man last night after his SUV broke down. It was just after midnight when the transmission on the victim's vehicle broke down on Oakland Avenue near John Daly, just north of Michigan Avenue. After a Good Samaritan helped push the SUV off the street, a gunman approached and shot and killed the driver. Police are hoping that that Good Samaritan will come forward to help them in the search for the killer. Michigan Governor Rick Snyder met with Ontario Premier Kathleen Wynne today. It was during their meeting the two discussed the Great Lakes, auto trade, and the Gordie Howe Bridge. It was after the meeting Snyder and Wynne released a joint statement saying that each are determined to help the other create jobs and grow the economy. A 16-year-old murderer told a Detroit court today that he had nothing to say about killing a pregnant mother of 4 last year in Detroit. Jeremy Lee pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in the death of 29-year-old Amanda Benton. Benton was the mother of 4 sons and was pregnant with what would have been her first daughter when she was murdered. An investigation is now underway after a driver slammed into a Beverly Hills Big B last night. Take a look. This was the scene at the Big B Coffee there on Southfield Road near 13 Mile after the crash. Fortunately, the shop was closing when that crash happened and no one was hurt. Currently, police are looking into what led up to this crash, but we're told that alcohol was not suspected. Still to come here on Local 4 News at noon, football fans find a a rather creative way to voice their concerns. We've got details on that coming up as we let you know what some Texas fans did in response to their quarterback being traded away. Plus, lawmakers pressuring Donald Trump to provide evidence to back up allegations that he was wiretapped by the Obama administration. And a federal investigation is underway after a new string of bomb threats against several Jewish community centers were reported. And as we go to break, we go to Paula Tutman, who's live in the Local 4 newsroom with a tease of what she's working on for today involving snoring. Paula.
That's right, Evrod, and this is an all-day event. We've had an incredible response. We introduced you last night to a gentleman who had a snoring problem. He got it handled, uncovered a health issue. We've also talked about sleep studies. We've got a lot coming up today. I've been really corresponding with quite a few people. Got a note from a wife who says her husband stops breathing 50 times an hour. His oxygen saturation level is below 74. And one recording we got from a wife, I said, "Is this real?" And she said, "Welcome to my life." Let's come back to the newsroom so I can show you exactly what's going on. This is our expert, Dr. Richard Klein. He's getting hooked up. He's going to go live with Jason Carr in just a few moments on our Facebook page, the Local 4 Facebook page. He's going to answer your questions. There's my photographer, Joe, right there. He's actually editing our 5 o'clock piece on equipment. And over here, we've got Dustin from clickondetroit.com. He's still downloading your videos where you sent us videos of your loved one snoring. Dr. Klein is going to be reading those videos so that he can assess whether or not there's a real problem. There's a lot going on. Stay with us again. Jason Carr live at 12:30 answering your Facebook questions. And of course, 4, 5, and 6, we've got a lot to show you why you really can't ignore the snore.
Law enforcement agencies are investigating a string of bomb threats made to Jewish community centers here in the U.S. and in Canada. According to the JCC of North America, there were 6 threats on Sunday, bringing the total number of threats to 128 at 87 centers. On Sunday, the threats were made to centers in Indiana, New York, Texas, Wisconsin, and British Columbia. Fortunately, all those threats were cleared. A senior advisor to President Donald Trump admits that she does not have any evidence to support the president's claim that his offices at Trump Tower were wiretapped by President Obama. Kellyanne Conway says Congressional Intelligence Committee should look for evidence to support the claim, while critics say the president should prove his claim or take it back.
The president has one of two choices, either retract or to provide the information that the American people deserve.
The president called for the House and Senate Intelligence Committees to add this piece of the investigation to an existing investigation, and he's pleased that that is happening.
The House Intelligence Committee has asked the Justice Department to turn over any evidence that it has to support the president's wiretapping claim. So to come here on Local 4 News at noon, a new warning for parents. There's a new report that shows one of the biggest potential dangers for infants and newborns. It actually might be the products specifically designed for them.
Winter weather advisory continues through the evening, and the snow is not going anywhere just yet. We'll talk about how much we're going to get, how long it will last. Cold sticking around for a little while, making things dangerous here and on the East Coast, getting ready for a big storm. Next.
We're not in Allen Park. This isn't the practice facility.
People don't realize is that when you're working in a lab is that you're working in a team.
This is the VA hospital, and Zach Zenner, running back, exchanged his pads for a lab coat.
I'm enjoying my time here. I love learning about new things.
The research he's doing here tonight at 11.
The luck of the...
Well, Mother Nature taking a little bit of fun out of 313 Day here in Detroit, but it's going to paint a beautiful picture when all is said and done. If we can look at the glass half full. Who's with me? Couple. All right. 24 degrees. East wind is 10. Visibility 0, and that is in areas where we're getting some thicker bands of snow. It's not 0 everywhere, but the winter weather advisory, M59 south, all the way down to the Ohio border and beyond. If you're driving out west, you're going to run into more snow, so that's just our viewing area covered. And the winter weather advisory, anytime advisory is used, it always means travel is an issue, and obviously the snow is sticking to the roads, and we're seeing accidents. A lot of us are remembering how to drive in the snow, so it's getting better, but the evening commute will be slow as well. in the 20s most of the day, feeling even colder with these winds, and these east winds are pounding waves off the big lakes on the east side and snowing pretty much the rest of the day. This evening things start to relax, but 2 to 4, a few isolated areas with 5 or 6 inches of snow. 19 degrees overnight, gets cold and windy on Tuesday, so we're going to have some icing issues and some snow squalls from lake effect snow on Tuesday. Another problem in some spots. I'll get to that in just a second. Right now you see the snow. The darker blues indicate the heavier snow band. So right out near the airport as you head west into Ann Arbor and Washtenaw County, getting some decent snow there. Coming from the east while the whole system is trying to work from west to east, so it's sort of counteracting each other. Still have what you can see here on the radar. It does break up as you get to the lee side or the west side of Lake Michigan. So snowfall so far, which is why we're going with a few areas getting that 5, 6, because we're already in Berkeley and Belleville have seen 4 inches of snow. Ann Arbor, 3.4 inches. Dundee, about 2.5. In a few areas, not seeing that much at all, really, but it is a nuisance at the very least for snow. Area of low pressure is on the move. It teams up with another storm coming up the coast tomorrow and a wicked nor'easter on the east coast for Tuesday. We'll show you here in just a second. Meantime, through the afternoon, 4:30, 5 o'clock, we're hoping to start to see things dying down from the snow, but it still will be a very tricky evening commute. And here's a look at that nor'easter, 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning, Philadelphia, New York City, and then up into Boston, the megalopolis getting hammered. And we will see the strong winds coming out of the north wrapping around that storm, which is why we think the lake effect snow could be heavy in some bands as you head up into our north zone closer to Lake Huron. Just a warning to be careful, but windy and cold tomorrow with a little bit of sun. And Wednesday and Thursday slowly, Evrod, starting to warm up towards St. Patrick's Day Friday.
Alrighty, there is an end in sight. Brandon, thank you. In good health this afternoon, some concerning news for parents as a new report shows kids are getting hurt using products that are designed just for them. Researchers at Nationwide Children's Hospital found that on average, 128 children per day are taken to the hospital while using strollers and cribs. They also found the majority of those injuries were caused by falling. Now, because of these injuries, several products have been recalled for design flaws, and you can find a full list of those products on our website. Just go to clickondetroit.com for that. Still ahead here at noon, it's a walk-in freezer, or at least it might as well be. One man returned home to find this insane sight waiting for him. We've got more coming up.
Replay song.
Okay, so everybody has defrosted their car at some point, right? Especially here in Michigan. But one man in New York is tasked with defrosting his entire house.
Freezing temperatures, strong winds, and a home on a lake were a recipe for a disaster for one homeowner in Webster, New York. In just a couple of days, the home was completely covered in ice. Fortunately, the owner says that this is only a beach house for him, and he can just wait until it all melts away.
Do you think that there's like damage that would be caused by that? Like, what kind of insurance do you need?
There'll be some ice damming in the gutters and things like that. Yeah, probably.
I would imagine so. Finally, here at noon, no matter what sport it is, it can be a bummer to see your favorite player get traded away, especially if that player is a part of a team that just made the playoffs. So, when the Texans traded QB Brock Osweiler to the Cleveland Browns this weekend, some of the fans went on the internet to voice how angry they were.
Specifically, they went to Wikipedia. Some prankster fans went on Osweiler's Wikipedia page, marked him as deceased. But they didn't stop there. I guess you can go to Wikipedia and find out.
Have a great day, everybody.
Today.